Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Doc Skinner. And if, here, hold on a minute. This is a little too high up here. I'm going to lower this so I'm not looking at my scalp. Bring this down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Bring it in a little bit. Just get a little cozy here. Hope you're all well. Prayers out to everybody on the East Coast dealing with horrific storms. The numbers are still continuing to go up, and there's just too much. There's too much, and I'm going to do my best to try to cover it. For some reason, what's going on here? What's going on here? Okay, there we go. The Facebook looked like it had frozen. So anyway, let's bring this down. Let's move that. Hi, how are you? Y'all doing okay? Edward Sosa's here. Mike Johnson, welcome. Paul, how y'all doing? Yeah, it's if there was a day to do a show, and I started last month. I was like 3 days in, and then my computer. Well, we're not going to say anything. We're not going to do no jinxing, but it was bad, and just doing all kinds of other things, and well, it had to be done. I had to come on. Too much, and I'm going to try to just touch on the different things. And if you guys hear a hum this time, I normally don't have the fan on, but it is sweltering in here. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So many people I know, take shelter. Some in other states far away. It's gotten real crazy. But that's not. That doesn't even touch the surface of what we're going to go over tonight. If you want, you want to share, that would be great. This was a last minute thing. Had no time to promote. And I figured Sunday night, normally Friday and Saturday, no one's, really online. But if you want to share this link, that'd be awesome. I guess I got a lot to say. And what we're going to do, there was one thing I wanted to start with, is, it's the storm. And it's really bad. But there's this one spot where the storm sat for 7 hours. And I'm thinking it's right where the cross, where the comet or where the eclipses happened. And everybody said that was foretelling. And I'm going to be sharing some stuff tonight. Fair use. Let me put this up here. So I'm getting issues. There we go. Bam. This is all entertainment purposes. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just having fun, let's say. And so are all these other people that you're going to say. Now, this guy, I forgot his name. This is not, it is Devarius. That's how you say it. And he's been keeping up with some good stuff. I mean, now and then he has a goofy one, but this, yeah. So anyway, check this out. Let me share this with you. We're going to be doing a lot of this tonight, and it might be my last show because of all the copyrights, but I don't care anymore. I mean, the world is. Now, I live on a mountaintop. If I look out my window, everything looks fine. It's a beautiful day, but the rest of the world is like all chaotic. Let's see. Comments. Oh, comments. I forgot. So, namaste. Hey, Doc. Good evening. Sorry I didn't get back to you. That's okay. Raxi, hey. Good to see you, Doc. Wild day. Sound is good. Thank you. All right, great. So let's get on with this. I'll chat with everybody in the chat room and whatnot and answer questions. But they're calling this situation the 7-hour period where the hurricane just stopped. They're saying it's biblical. So I'm just going to play this and make sure the sound's on. Now watch this. Okay. Okay. Now, we've talked on my shows about the trumpets, the sirens, whatever you wanted to call them. And I was talking about how the sounds were coming from the burrows, the one that make the underground tunnel systems. And when they're grinding on those different minerals, it's creating frequencies and sounds. Okay. And that's what I've been saying for years. But 10 minutes before I go live, I watch this video and he says that it has something to do with the weather. And it made me think before I went live. All right. If you've ever heard of psionics, it's the science of sound. And if you have a metal plate, I've done shows on this. Those who follow me, they will remember. I've shown videos, all kinds of stuff. But you put, on a metal plate over a speaker and you play frequencies, and the powder or the sugar or the salt or whatever creates geometric patterns perfectly, right? Well, people have been putting out all these videos of the weird weather, and it shows all of these cloud formations in these weird patterns. So what if the trumpet sounds we hear aren't necessarily the burrowing tunnel machines? Okay. Maybe all this time since 2012, it had been or is frequencies to control the weather. But to do it, they have to create sound to have that frequency. And it has to go through the sky. So why not sound like trumpets? Something to think about. So that's one thing tonight. Just one of, oh my gosh. We'll make it easy. So, okay, so Israel, look at this. I'm not even gonna play the video. It's like, I don't want to get in trouble. And Jason A, by the way, if you don't follow Jason A, ever since 2012, Jason A has been on top of it. And he, I don't know. I wonder if he's like an, government agent, because he's posting stuff, and it's never an issue. I do the same thing. I get copyright strikes, and it's just, anyway. Look at the size, and let me make this big for everybody. Look at the size of this destruction in comparison to this city on the other side of this waterfront, right? Now that's even further away. That's like New York City size. And that was the Israeli strike. We also have, because I'm not going to be playing it. I mean, maybe I can do this mute. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. Just to give you an idea. I mean, that's just insane. That's all I'm going to show. Now, how I'm going to do this is I'm going to go to my account at TikTok. By the way, if you're not on TikTok, you're behind, and you're going to be caught off guard by something. That's all I'm going to say. So here's my profile. We're going to go to my reposts. This will help me cover all the different topics I want, because all my stuff's on TikTok. Facebook is my billboard. Go this way. So let's see. Prince Edward County in 360 is here. Welcome. Switched over on YouTube. Paul saying, oh, there was no sound for that? Oh, it's always this one thing in the check mark box. Hold on. I got to delete this. I hate this. Okay. Stop screen. Invite screen. But there's a little checkbox. You always also share audio. Yes. Yes. I mean, let's just try this. Tell me if you hear anything. Whoops, that's the wrong monitor.
We know that we're in a fight. If they want to fight, then a war is what they're gonna get. I've been along.
All right. Is it still no sound, or can you hear it?
And one thing I do know to be true: gas has went up. The cost of living.
Is there no sound on this one?
And throughout these 23 years that I've been on the waterfront, we've only asked for $2, $3.
All right. Are you guys hearing it? I don't want to play the whole thing if you can't hear it. So yes, there's sound, or yes, there's no sound. So yes sound. Boy, there's like a long delay from me doing this live and you guys sound but low. Okay. All right. Well, I can turn that up. It was on low, but you can hear. Yo, yo, yo. Okay. Hey, Stack Bundle, what's up? Hey, good to hear from you guys. Is my mic too hot? It's been a while since I've done this, guys. All right, so I'm gonna be like kind of bouncing around in these videos, just to kind of touch on the topics and then discuss. All right. So the next thing we have the fact that all these hurricanes are lined up, bam, 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 one after the other, right? Well, we have that going on, and like Nashville and all these places, they need their National Guard. But what's happening tomorrow? The president's sending 700 of our boys from Nashville to Kuwait. Shouldn't they be working on something on the East Coast with everybody else? I mean, why is it so hard to take care of America first? I don't understand. I mean, I do, but I can't say things because, I just can't. America with a K, and it sucks. But Peter's here. Hello, Peter. Mike is good. You're Trooper Doc. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay. And if I don't get you up on the screen, I apologize. I'm just trying. I've got so much to cover, but I will be looking through the chat room. So we have that, and we have that. This is like the deadliest storm since Katrina. Okay. And I was around for Katrina. I was involved in all that, and it messed me up. I mean, I gave up a job that was 600 something bucks a day, $200 a day per diem, being an insurance adjuster and being in all that. And it just couldn't do it as an empath. It was just horrible. Bodies and caskets popping out and farm animals floating. I mean, dude, it sucked. And so my prayers go out to, but there we go. My prayers go out to all those people out there. Rick Mackey, Get Esoteric Live. He had to go north. I've been trying to get a hold of Brooks Agnew, but haven't. I like to say I can't say where, but he's on the East Coast. But I did see that he was on a cruise in Greece earlier this week or last week, and I hope he's maybe he's still out. But there's lots of people. My dear friend Brad Martin in Atlanta, but he says they didn't get hit as bad. So that's good. Anyway, so we have that going on. We have insurance companies that are saying, well, we've lost money because the last one, we can't afford the next one. And then the next one after that, and the next 4 or 5 that are coming after that. So it's like everybody goes bust. And it's just a horrible, horrible thing. Oh my gosh, dude. Because I've been in that scenario. I've been in that situation, and it just, Katrina was a war zone. This is just as bad. I don't remember the death toll or whatever, but this one's up. So you have all that going on, and the sounds, and then the theories about manipulating things up high, and you have all that. Then you have, we're gonna cover just a little bit of the Diddy. I don't need to cover a lot. You know why? Because I told all of you about it time and time again, and all the other things that are now coming to light. Yes, Cat William is the one that's going to be known as, he brought it, but me and others like me, we were talking about it, especially me being in the biz. I mean, God bless Jaguar Wright and all these others that are, spilling beans, but it's been going anyway. We'll get to that in a minute. So now we have, starting at midnight, not tonight, but tomorrow night, midnight, the East Coast all the way down to Texas, yard workers are all stopped. Listen to this, 45,000 employees or shipyard men and women, they're on strike. Okay. And people aren't grasping how bad that is. Now think about it. During COVID, and there's a reason why this, during the vid, they were expected to be there every day, even if they were sick. None of them missed a day. They were all there during the whole period while everybody was at home, being locked down, and all they want is like a $2-3 raise, and they can't get that. They went through all that, and we can't. It makes no sense. So I get where they're coming from, but the head of the union did a sit down interview. He says, "Look, this is how it's gonna roll. Day one, this is what's gonna happen. Day 3, 4, a week, 2 weeks, and it just got worse. And this is the guy in charge of 45,000 workers in the union. He might know something." And people are like, "Well, that's not really that important. You shop on Amazon? Do you order stuff online? Do you ship things for your work? Do you like groceries? You like going to Costco? You like going to anywhere? The mall? I mean, do those even exist? I mean, anywhere. Almost everything, almost, thank God we still have some things still made in America, are made outside. Now, without all these workers going to work, the shipping containers are not being taken off the trucks and put on the ships and vice versa. They're sitting there in line. Wait, a lot of them, they're just all in line down the highways and engines off. And they're just like, well, I guess we're here for a while because we don't have fuel. I mean, we're importing our fuel, our crude oil. If we can't get the crude oil in, we can't process it into fuel for gas. Can't have gas. We can't have the trucking industry go. Do you see the effect? And it's not greed. These guys, I mean, people are going to realize how important these jobs are and these positions and these workers. We become so complacent. We just, entitled. We just accept things as they are. Well, no, people, they were hoping that they could sit down and again, but they said, no, midnight, October 1st, we are going on strike. And now, as of like 2-3 hours ago, 8 p.m. Eastern, the demands have changed. Not only do they want better contracts, they also want zero automation. What does that mean? Automation is what all the big companies use to save money for shipping. It will save the money. I mean, that's why they make that decision. But because it's all automated, it takes away the shipyard's jobs. So now they're so pissed. They're saying, no, we were just going to do like 20, 30% is okay. Now we don't want it at all. So they've put down the gauntlet. And if it goes for a week or two, folks, you're all going to feel it. No one is going to be free. I mean, in the United States, I mean, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad also for other countries too, that, the few things we ship out, in, out, trying to get on, nothing. Unless you have your own private ship and your own, crane lifts and everything, you're crap out of luck. They're saying if you don't have your stuff on a ship, guaranteed that it's going to go out on Monday, you're screwed. Now, like Amazon, Walmart, all of them, they knew this was coming because they've been stockpiling all of their merch for Christmas, I guess, for one big blowout sale. And so it's getting hairy, folks, and that's just that's a little lick of the iceberg along with the other story, but so that's why it's happening. If you want to, why are they going on strike? What did we do? That is why. If all these billionaires can make all this money, especially saving money because of these workers need a little bit of a compensation or a better salary, better help, something. And they're not they're asking for $2-3, bucks, $5 here. And so longshoremen, I said shipyardmen. That's wrong. Those are the guys that build the ships. I am so sorry, guys. Longshoremen. See, I'm kind of all new to it too. I'm just putting some stuff out there that I've learned. So we're going to close that out real quick. Here's the update, longshoreman.
Okay, I promised an update. I think this is update number 5 on the longshoreman strike that is limited for tomorrow at midnight.
Can you guys hear
If
okay?
you don't know,
Just give a thumbs up.
12:01 Tuesday morning, 45,000 longshoremen will walk off the job. This is not an update I wanted to give. The demands have changed. The demands have changed as such as I don't see any resolution to prevent this strike from happening.
Right.
The new demands are now a total ban on automation in the ports. They want complete ban of automation.
Yeah. And it's what else I told you, but I can't. I don't want to play the whole thing. I mean, it seems like he wouldn't really mind, but it doesn't matter what he thinks. It's TikTok. They tell you, you know. So follow him, Spartan 2003 3.0.aff. He's a union member, I think. So, you know, keep that in mind. Check him out. If you see that little PayPal thing up in the corner, you know, I mean, if you wanted to help out, it goes in the account. I'm paying like, I think it's $50-$60 a month for this StreamYard. So that was another reason I was like, I got to come back. I got to use them. I'm paying for it. So, anyway, that's all that is I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to mention that again. That was just a quick blurb. All right. So moving on. Hopefully you guys heard all that. Seems like everybody dropped out of the chat room. Here is, oh shoot. Brain, sorry about that. Bring it almost to a mute because it's just visual. Look at how far it goes because they can't go anywhere. I mean, they are stuck, and it's terrifying. And you may, people that just don't understand that, they're going to look at it and go, well, I don't know, it's just a bunch of truck drivers. It doesn't affect me. It will. You think the toilet paper situation was bad? And I'm not one to want to do anything, but all I'm going to say is if you have pets, please go stock up on pet food, dog food, cat food, cattle, whatever you got. Hey, like next 24, 48 hours. Look, for those that followed me over the years, and I'm not trying to be cocky or arrogant, but damn it, it's just the way it seems to be. I no longer what's the word? I no longer see myself as a conspiracy theorist. I see myself as a prophet. I mean, no, there's just a lot of us. We pay attention. We've been trying to tell everybody, and everybody thought, oh, it'll never happen. This will never happen, even though other bad stuff's happening all the time. And it's like this willful delusion of, and everything's okay. Blue pill. And it's we're here. There is no more. It's coming down the pipeline. We are watching it in real time. Fish falling from the sky yesterday. I mean, just crazy stuff, all this biblical stuff. And those are like, I'm an atheist and I don't believe. That's okay. God believes in you. So lots of things going on. And let's see. Yeah, it's going to be a mess, Claudia. Hi, Claudia. How are you? So moving on, I'm just touching on things. The flood warning. Okay, so this is kind of important. This was today.
America, and this is not old. This is new. This just coming in from Sevierville, Tennessee. Flood warning issued for Knox and Sevier counties as Douglas Dam has now released all floodgates trying to save the dam. It is now over 10 feet high, and they have no choice but to release this water downriver. And in the path of this river is Kodak, Douglas Dam, Sevierville, Strawberry Plains, and the outer parts of Knox County. If you are in this area, in the low-lying areas of Douglas Dam, please be cautious. This is not new. This just come out about 10 minutes ago. They are opening all of the floodgates at the big dam on Douglas to try to combat the pressure on the high end of the dam. They don't know how much they're going to have to release, but as of right now, they are going to have to open all of the floodgates. So if you are on downstream in Sevier County, Knox County, in the Douglas, Kodak, Sevierville area, please be aware of your surroundings and pay attention to what's going on.
All right, that was 5 hours ago. And then hyperinflation, when I say think about it. How do you spell that? I'm kind of trying to avoid some triggers. This is so important what's going on right now that we get it out there. And I know it's a lot of people, I know everybody with a webcam, they're doing something, but y'all know I've been doing it a long time. So think of this like a highlight reel night of just what's going on right now as you're watching this show live. I wish I could just play all of these, but it's man, you think everything costs a lot right now when everything is stopped and there's nothing on the shelves. What little there is, you think things are expensive now. But Doc, what do we do? What do we do? I'm scared. I know everybody has their own time when they wake up. But right now, it's like you're waking up to a killer holding you down in your bed. It is like the worst ever surprise ever. And a lot of you are getting hit with that. Now, the ones that have been knowledgeable, have been looking at everything with Krishna eyes, seeing the real things going on and being able to see the pattern and follow the puzzle and be able to do like what I'm doing, tell you guys, of course, today I'm telling you stuff that's already out there, but if I'd been doing my show, I probably would have, anyway. So folks, all this is happening. 9, this is left turn. Check this out. 9. Let's call them mushrooms. Okay, think of this shape. Okay, 6 of the ones in the N division. I know I'm being a little cryptic. You're going to have to be smart and figure things out because that's the only way I can do this. 9 crossed the border. They were divvied up into 3 teams, each with 3 of their own mushrooms. And our government can't locate them. So we got that. Okay. We got that. It's not good. I would not want to be in any city right now at all. Family and friends live in cities. I pray for them. I hope and I pray that they get through this. But those are going to be some of the worst locations to be. Now, even if our government and our leader, who said he didn't want to get involved, dude, freaking president put the 90-day cool off period thing on there, so we still have it running, but you have 90 days to figure out, negotiations. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just let the country go into chaos. Totally wrong accent, I know. Stop. Wait, hold on. Why are you not locking? There we go. Locked. Okay, so we have that. Okay. Hey, Aussie Tigers here. Welcome. Rex has been reading World War Z, and I know I don't have Zach right now, but there are many similar themes going on. Well, yeah. For those who follow me, you've seen my episodes where we talk about movies and how everything, it's all pre-programming. And I'm gonna, so what do? They release the whole thing and arrest P. Diddy, and oh my God, granted, I'm glad people are finally, oh damn. I bet a lot of you in the past week or so, I bet his CDs you have probably sound a lot different now, don't they? Lyrical content kind of makes you go, ooh, I shook my booty and sang those and lip synced to those lyrics. Oops. Yeah. All those celebrities, you heard me talk about it. Because I was almost pulled into that deep dark world. And and like remember when I was doing the Maui fires, and I was just all day, every day and all that, and I was telling people back then about Harpo. Just leave it at Harpo. You put that in reverse, you'll understand what I'm saying. And that Pebble guy, I was telling everybody about the things that were going on then. And people were like, you're nuts. Well, now we're finding out that Diddy was worse than that, the guy with the other island. By the way, pity. Ooh, pity. That's what I'm gonna call him now. Pity. He has his own island, or had. I don't know if he still has it, but it was called Love Island. And not a lot of info on that, but a lot of comments, references to it. But all these people, Usher and Jay-Z and Beyonce, all the stuff, the covens, the witches, the cults and all that stuff in Hollywood. There's no more hidden in the shadows. It's all coming out. Cat Williams. Yeah, I was saying a lot of things before that, but he was accurate. Everything he said would happen this year has been happening. And the thing is, like Harpo, when that happens and the Harpo goes down, do you know how many fans worldwide are going to flip out? Flip out. One, because they're gonna be mad because an idol is like, oh my God, they're like a demon. And then that's gonna hit them. Oh my God, I was willfully naive and ignorant. So it was right in front of me. Like Pity and all his songs, all his lyrics, all his videos, all his photo shoots, all of it. He was telling us who he was all the time, but nobody wanted to think it was real. Now, the feds have got all the receipts and the videos. And he was taking those videos, by the way, for those who don't know, he was using them for blackmail. And he was using them he would drug them, and then he would film and put them in all these compromising positions. And then he would sell these to gazillionaires on the black market or the dark web, and for millions and millions of dollars. And that's fucked up. And the fact that all these people, a lot of them knew, because he would threaten them or he would blackmail them, and these people had to act like he was still their best friend. And some of them had to make payments. That's where a lot of the money came from for him. It was all that. Now, for those who don't know, if you look at the charges, it's like you open a law book or whatever book that has all the different types of legal things you could do, to go to court. And they just copied and paste everything and just put it over on his pile. Murder, arson, kidnapping, trafficking. The whole, the worst of the worst. Robbery, racketeering. I mean, the RICO Act, they threw everything at him, and he is guilty of everything. If anything, the 1,000 bottles of baby oil should have just made him guilty alone. But with youngins, not good. And here's another fun little tidbit about it. A tidbit about the pity. The pity is being held on watch in a cell, one over from where Epstein fell asleep forever. And where, well, that's a cell, but in the same prison as well as Ghislaine Maxwell. So, yeah. But for those that don't know, who's the puppet master? There's got to be somebody he reports to. Yep. Clive Davis. He's another one's going to go down. And when he goes down, he owns Arista. And Arista owns a whole bunch of stuff. Pink and everybody. And also Pink. Oh, Pink. Damn you, girl. She deleted 7 years of tweets within 24 hours of him being arrested, as well as multiple CEOs, record label execs, movie producers, directors, actors, singers, band. I mean, all dropped or quit or retired or have fled the country. And oh my God, this will probably be bigger than back in the days. Was it the 50s or 60s when Congress was going after all the communists and all these communists in the entertainment industry and whatnot. It was like a witch hunt, basically. Hey, John, how are you? John P. Adventures is here. Jason Cox is here. Good to see you. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I mean, let me continue on here. Let me move over here and look at this.
I really don't think y'all understand how bad it is in the Southeast right now. We have towns that don't exist anymore. Chimney Rock is gone. The city of Asheville is cut off from the world. This is not an exaggeration. All the bridges leading into the city have been washed away. They have no food, no power, no water, no internet, no cell service. They don't even have radio. It's a complete dead zone. No one knows what's going on in there. I don't think I'm being dramatic when I say that this is a Hurricane Katrina level event. There was a woman in my town who called for an ambulance, and the ambulance got stranded. And they were stranded for 24 hours. And to my knowledge, the patient didn't make it. Yeah. People are dying. Yeah. They're still dying. I've been running the generator for.
All right, it's just sad. Like I said, I can't play. I'm gonna follow them. I can't play full videos. I want to get in trouble. And real quick, Racked says Usher just a tech glitch. Yeah, real quick. Let me throw this little side note in there. Check this out. Bet you didn't know that Pitty wanted custodial ownership. Okay, that's like parental ownership rights to Justin Bieber. And even his own crew was like, yo, man, that's we can't say, dude, that's way beyond predatory. You can't do that. So he goes to Usher. Usher gains custodial rights to Justin Bieber as his legal guardian while he gets him into the music industry and introduces him to Pitty. And there's a video out there showing where he's there and little JB is 15 and they're standing in front of a Ferrari and he goes, hey, when you're 20, when you're 16, you get in this Ferrari. What do you have to do to get that Ferrari? Because Pitty and Usher signed that. If you see the video where P. Diddy says, oh, I got JB for 48 hours. He did legally because Usher signed over custodial rights to Justin Bieber, parental guides, or whatever the term is. If I'm saying the wrong one, I'm sorry. But just, you know what I'm talking about. and he signed him over for 48 hours. And after that, that's when little just anyway, we all know. Well, if you don't know, geez, you'll find out why he's about to become this generation's leading evangelist, musical evangelist. But neither here nor there, you'll find out eventually. But anyway, so yeah, so there's something about Escher, because you were asking about that. What are they distracting us from? Well, that's the thing. They're distracting us from those things that came over the border that I told you about, the 9 things in 3 groups that came across and are lost, and we don't know who they are. Okay, they could go anytime, or they could be off the coast and make those big waves. There's it. When people say the NWO it's like a big chess piece. Not every piece is the most essential. They're just things to blockade or distract. So this little piece goes here, but your knight goes way over here, because see what I'm saying? It's distraction. And the new moon. Oh yeah, Edward. So absolutely the new. That's also one of the things I'm going to talk about real quick. So let me get off this. Let me move this so you're not staring at a roof. Grocery store aisles. What's happening? Yeah, that's going to be bad. Here's the 700 troops I was telling you about from Tennessee that are being sent out. And then there's this chemical explosion in Georgia that is not being covered. And it's huge.
Okay, so this keeps getting worse. Apparently, a fire broke out at a place called BioLab,
Looks
which
like
is a chemical
explosion.
plant in Rockdale County in Georgia, in Conyers, Georgia. And it's resulted in the evacuation of tons of people in the vicinity of that area. The sheriff's office said they evacuated everybody around the area near BioLab on Old Covington Highway on Sunday morning after the fire broke out. And they're telling everybody else to shelter in place for the time being. Now, after the fire broke out at about 5:30 a.m., it was contained to the roof. However, when water from the building's sprinkler system mixed with water-reactive chemicals and wiring, it ended up sparking another fire, and it's unclear what the chemicals are exactly. As you can see, there's massive plumes of black and brown smoke floating off into the air around that area. They've been trying to remove pallets that have that water-reactive chemical, and they're trying to pull as many of them out of there as they can, but they're saying that it's going to take all day. Apparently, federal.
All right, so that's going on. Like I said, I can't play all the videos. But look, it looks like God, dude. It looks like a volcano exploded. And there's that. California got all the fires. We actually had one up here, little up the road, which kind of sucked, but we're okay. Alien bumps here. Shit, Doc, man. I never get my reminders, never get notified, period. Computer funky mix. Yeah. Well, Alien, we're still live, so you didn't miss it. But anyway, let me move on. We're going to cover a lot of stuff. Just jump in the chat room, and I'll try to play. But we got to get through some of these. Here's another shot.
Hey, TikTok, why are you suppressing the views of what's
Look at
going
how
on
big that
in
is.
Conyers, Georgia with the explosion, where there's thousands that are affected and even been told to evacuate their area and others being told to be shelter in place? I mean, this thing looks like an entire nightmare of a situation that is going on. And I tried talking about.
Oh my God! Look how big that and the Israeli. I'm just like, dude. And on top of that, all this flooding, wiping out towns, and like main road structures. Dude, all right. On top of all that, by the way, scientists are worried about the Madrid fault line. Like today, worried. Like right now, any moment, like something big's gonna happen, and it's all these chess pieces that are all coming together, and little things like. Remember all the trains with all the military gear, moving it all around the country? Maybe they knew. Anything? They probably know that there would be a big earthquake. Maybe there's a big fault line opening of a new Grand something, right? And that's why they're moving stuff around. Let's see here. Moving on, because it's it's just crazy. Port worker strike. Okay, this is the head guy.
They're making billions, and they're spending it fast as they make it. I want a piece of that for my men, because when they made their most money was during COVID, when my men had to go to work on those piers every single day, and everybody stayed home and went to work. Not my men. They died out there with the virus. We all got sick with the virus. We kept them going. From Canada to Maine to Texas, Great Lakes, Puerto Rico, now the Bahamas, everybody went to work during COVID.
Yep.
Nobody stayed home. Well, I want to be compensated for that. I'm not asking for the world. They know what I want. They know what I want. And if they don't, well, then I have to go into the street and we have to fight for what we rightfully deserve.
Yeah. I mean, you go online, you can watch the whole thing, but and they ain't screwing around, guys. And they ain't bluffing. I mean, these are roughnecks. They'll mess you up if you get in their face or whatever. So moving on. So you have that. It's like this huge recipe or a cornucopia of holy crap. It's insane. Blimp crashes. Yay. Okay. This can't be real, is it? Tennessee, Florida, check. It's not over more. Oh yeah. NWO. You thought it was just a wrestling team. They did that on purpose, by the way, to desensitize the public from the average man and woman that loves wrestling, so that when it really came out and someone like me goes, dude, the NWO they're like taking over, like, Hulk Hogan's gonna take over with the yeah, no. That's how they work. They put stuff out there way in advance. So they're conscious. You wonder why they do that? Why they feel it's a gentlemanly thing to tell the opponent what we're going to do before we do it, but through TV, media, books, and blah, 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 blah. It's so that their conscience is clear. They fully believe that. As long as they do that, kind of like going to the Bohemian Grove. As long as you go there and you go to the big ceremony and the owl and the sacrifice and all that, once you do that, then all the bad things you did are gone. You've been absolved of it all. God, the world is fucked. All right. Yeah. So, yeah.
You realize what they're applauding, right? They are literally applauding the foundation to the Antichrist beast system. Oh, you don't believe me?
Everyone will be expected to have a biometric digital ID that marks them not just as citizens of an individual country, but as a global citizen.
Sure sounds like the mark of the beast to me, but hey, what do I know? So yeah, that's from the approval of the UN Pact of Global Governance. You know, that whole idea of a global order where you have one entity controlling the whole world, right? You know.
And you were asking, so what is the PDD as a distraction for? This that just happened. Bet you didn't know that. Also, while we were all distracted with pity, 167, 150 something, 57 countries all dropped the US dollar. And you're probably going, well, why would they need the dollar over in Africa and all these places? The US dollar was the standard. That's what everybody was based off of, unless it was Russia or Mexico or something. But they're all changing to digital currency or gold and silver or their own special currency. And that's going to drive. God, it's like the perfect storm right now, folks. I mean, more perfect than Katrina and all the others that just were complete devastation. This is going to be one of those historic documentary things. Christina Wolf, hello, welcome. So let's move on. Like I said, you can go on TikTok and just go on TikTok, follow me, look at my reposts. You don't even have to search for anything. I go, I find everything, and I put it all together on my page to make it easy for you to filter the bowl. Now, I do have some fun stuff every now and then, kind of just to break up the monotony, but in general, it's not the stuff I put on FB. So All right. Underground. What happened is who did? Justin Bieber. How sad? Yes. Okay. Chimney Rock. Yeah, this is Chimney Rock. This is
I
so
really
sad.
don't think y'all understand how bad it is in the Southeast right now. We have towns that don't exist anymore. Chimney Rock is gone. The city of Asheville is cut off from the world. This is not an exaggeration. All the bridges leading into the city have been washed away. They have no food, no power, no water, no internet, no cell service. They don't even have radio. It's a complete like dead zone. Like no one knows what's going on in there. I don't think I'm being dramatic when I say that this is a Hurricane Katrina level event. There was a woman in my town.
Yeah, I think you guys heard that. I showed that a little earlier. It was his audio from this, but it's really bad. These people don't even have to worry about the strike, because even if there wasn't a strike, they still can't get to them. All the roads, they're gone. These people are literally stranded in the wilderness. And in these certain cases, towns are gone. I mean, rubble from being just flash flooded out in the valleys. They're just gone. Homes, lives, history, culture, historical monuments, whatever, it's gone. And it's bad. It's bad. Alien Bump says all hell is breaking. Let me start putting these up here. Sorry. Many people have their anti-MIS. Yep. So engulfed in their own BS, they can't fathom something else. It's called cognitive dissonance, and I've talked about this a lot, where it's so much, and it's not necessarily every single person, but most people. Your brain shuts down. You're like, whoa, too much. Kind of like when someone is being traumatized, they shut down and they go to that happy place, you know? That's kind of the same thing. And it's just, oh, yeah, Appalachia, everybody, it's bad. The whole East Coast. Now, moving on. Oh, yeah, check this out.
Jeffrey Epstein's alive. I want to clarify that, at least not to my knowledge. You will be hearing from Jeffrey Epstein, I think, at some point in the next 12 months. And I know the person who is going to bring it to you, and I've heard the thing myself. This is not BS. You'll see.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? And she had the whole story on him a few years before he was gone, and her studio killed it. They were like, nope, you ain't touching that. And after all this, I mean, that's when she was on the hot mic. And I mean, anyway, so, and I told you he was. You guys remember that show where I showed the footage from a drone where he's standing next to a golf cart with staff on the island, and the minute he sees it, he jumps under the roof of the golf cart, gets inside, and people are like, nah. You are all gonna find out that staging's one unaliving is a lot more often than I think. That it's almost a business. That actually would be a really good business to run. I'll call it till death do us part. But yeah, that's actually a really damn good idea. No one steal that. It's being copywritten right now thanks to YouTube, so it's my idea. But yes. And to kind of give that some street cred, the team man said once he's back in charge that he was going to pass a law that if for any reason you pulled a Tupac or an MJ or any of those, that you could legally come back and legally come back without any retribution and be left alone and live your life. Why would he even put a law like that together? Unless he knew somebody that was very close to that passed on in a in the water kind of thing off the coast, East Coast, was to return. And we find out later that he did it because he found out that somebody that was on against him wanted him gone, and they beat it to the punch and made it look like it all went down like it was supposed to, and has been in hiding ever since. Well, at least in plain sight. Who knows? Who knows anymore? I mean, oh my God, let's go on to the next story. We got 2 moons starting tonight. One, and it's not going to be 2 full moons with 2 men in the moons and all that. I mean, some people just misconceptualize so many things so easily. And you're like, did you not go to school? But yeah, we've got 2 moons. And this meteorite, or is it asteroid or meteor? The meteor's flying. Well, it's whatever is getting caught in our orbit. And surprisingly, it's going to be in our orbit for 51 days and then leave. And they say it all nonchalantly, like this happens. It's no big deal. It's never happened that we in our recorded history, in Chinese and Indian culture, they talk about the 2 moons. When the 2 moons arrive, it's the end of a dynasty or an end of an empire or a new king or something. It was a sign of a major change. Now, I have a theory. Some people don't even realize or understand what the term theory means, or conspiracy theory, because they've been told by too many people that, oh, that's a nut job word, that you're nuts and crazy. When office workers and sports people, they conspire against each other every day. You know, how are we going to beat that team? How am I going to get that position at work? How am I going to get them out of the picture? It's a conspiracy. But we've all been told, oh, you hear that word, it means nut job right off the bat. Well, I hope you guys are hearing the word a little different these days. But here, I'm going to just move on because we got a lot to talk about. I never thought, hold on. Alien Bub says, I never thought he was dead, just like McAfee. Oh, yeah, McAfee's, he's still around. That's what I'm saying. It happens so often now. You know, Jim Morrison, and it's so many, dude. All the 23 clubs. And if you think, what the hell is he talking about? Go on Amazon, Netflix, and look up a movie from, I think it was in the 90s. Bruce Willis, Goldie Hawn, and that's his Spacek. Anyway, it's a comedy. Look up Goldie Hawn and Bruce Willis. It's called Death Becomes Her. And they tell you right there in the movie what really goes on. Crazy stuff. I don't know what this means, Wheel, but we can't even see it. Boo. Oh, you can't even see the video? Oh, I'm confused. All right, let's move on. Here is, where am I? Okay, moon stuff. So Earth will get second moon tonight. There's no, it's coming. You can go out there right now. And if you have a telescope, you should be able to see it. And it'll go all the way to November 25th. And then, of course, biblical scripture talking about it. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. Something about 2 moons or whatever. Anyway, but it's kind of funny how everybody's just like, oh yeah, we got a second moon coming. Yeah, it's gonna hang out. We're gonna enjoy it. Now everybody's gonna see it. Maybe the professional astronomers that with their telescope, they might be able to see it. They'll take videos for us. On top of that, come on, the headlines keep coming. We've got a square box, like a Borg ship, in front of the sun. People talking about an armada coming. Yeah. Now, here's something. I was following the Far Side Institute, and they just did a video, and they were explaining why all this is happening at once. This makes a lot of sense. So hear me out, okay? So from what they've said is that there's the good aliens and the bad aliens, and the bad aliens are like the lizard people, and they enslave us and prison planet and all that. And then there's the good aliens that want like disclosure and no secrets, and everybody knows everything, and we can evolve to the next level. And they talk about how the Farsight team has been working with them for the past several years, getting to this point. And I was sitting there going, what the hell do they do? This is actually kind of smart. I was kind of impressed when I heard this. So, to keep us under this illusion that so many people willfully accept, when most of us know that we're in a prison planet, right? This is why there's like a constant, well, it used to be, like every month something happened or every once in a while, but now it's like almost every day, right? Well, the reason why it's happening so many things on a daily basis is because the good guys are doing things to manipulate things to cause reactions, so that all of this stuff that we're experiencing right now was supposed to be spread out over years. But the good guys are making it all happen. So it's so much the bad guys can't stay in control of the narrative. They can't feed it to us one event, one thing at a time. And at the same time, it's okay. Everything's fine. This is like boom, 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 boom. And they can't go to everybody and stop in time and go, oh, everything's fine. They're just like, the gig is up. That is why it's all happening like this. Because now remember, this is what Farsight said, not me. I'm just repeating what they said. So that's why. And it's a great war plan. It's kind of like overloading a computer system so it crashes, kind of thing. That's what they have done to our planet. And it sucks, but they said it was a necessity for us to wake up to it, because it was just too much to ignore all at once. Let me ask you, have you felt a little overwhelmed lately? Yeah. Moving on. Let's see. We can see, hold on. I got some, we can see the coming comment though, eh? And Beetlejuice will be trippy if that goes off. Timeline tripping. I know. And movie Beetlejuice is out right now. It's just all, it should be at a point for everybody that you should never think, wow, that's kind of a funny coincidence. It should be at a point with all my people out there that my peeps, my village, my tribe, that you're realizing that, it's all going down. And that everything's swarming in my head. So sometimes I have like mental crashes of what I'm saying. But it's the perfect storm. It was written in time, and that's why it's happening. Our race loves excess, debauchery, and sinners. A good old-fashioned planetary douching. Wait, sorry. There we go. Douching. That's funny. All right. Moving back to the topics at hand. All right. Justin Bieber. That was the thing I was telling you all about. Now look, if you don't know who Jaguar Wright is, you need to. She was in the small circle of people with pity and all of them. Sure, everybody, right? Jay-Z, Beyonce, all them. Let's see what this.
And I never thought that
I'm not gonna play
I
it
would
all.
ever get to the point where I would sympathize with Donald Trump.
Damn.
But Trump really has my sympathy.
Oh,
right
wait,
now.
hold on. I don't want to get all political tonight. I forgot about that part. No, nothing bad about it. I just don't want to stir shit up tonight because there's other things to worry about than just that. But if you look up Jaguar Wright, check out her videos. If you are blown away what Cat Williams and some of these others were saying on the couch on that talk show, she will top them all. But she was there. Even when the pew pews and everybody, dead and all that, she was around for all that. So anyway, very, very smart woman. Go check her out. Hello, Lisa Marie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Going up here. Forgot. Okay, here, freak off tapes.
I'm gonna tell you who I believe is on the tapes. I believe Barack Obama got a tape.
Yeah, he playing hide the hot dog.
I know Jennifer Lopez has multiple tapes.
Oh yeah. Oof.
I know Beyonce got a tape. I definitely know they probably recycled some old Stevie J and Eve stuff. I know Drake got a tape. I know Rihanna got a tape. I know Chris Brown's on one of them tapes. I know Trey Songz has been like a supporting actor in many freak off films. Definitely Usher. I think what would shock people are the politicians.
Listen.
And the royals that were on that tape. And I'm still trying to figure out when Harry and Meghan are going to be honest about their freak off tape.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really wants to talk about the fact that the royal family had many times at Ditty Party, especially that weirdo uncle. I'm going to tell you who I believe is on the tapes. I believe Barack Obama got a tape.
Yeah, he playing hide the hot dog.
I know Jennifer.
Okay. See what I mean? Yeah, she just listed some names, but she's been saying stuff that's going to happen this year that has happened. So she's like, and you're like, well, it's like the Cat Williams. Well, here's the thing. She was with Cat Williams. They were together. And she would talk about how Cat would fall asleep. He'd go to bed at night with a bulletproof vest on. That was the life for him. And the fact that he's come out, and he's such a small size person, but a big heart, soul, and just personality. All right. Back to that. Let's see. All the new James O'Keefe movies coming out about the border, and just check it out. It's crazy. Here is.
What the fuck was that? Oh hell no! Look, that fucking tree. Yo, something just hit my fucking. Yo. Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck no. Fuck no. 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 Oh my fucking god. There's no way I'm recording all this. Oh my fucking god. The roof is tearing off of my customer's house. Holy fucking shit. I was just about to go home. Oh my fucking god! Holy shit! Oh shit! What the fuck? Help! What the fuck?
Yeah. One person's video. So many. We're not gonna go through them all, but let's see. If you got an electric car. Batteries go boom. Doesn't need to be running. Just needs to be sitting in the garage. What a waste of a golf cart. Anyway, so yeah, just FYI, if you weren't aware, that was going on too. There's so much strange stuff going on. I'm not even gonna do that. Y'all like Rosalind Barr? This is awesome.
Through the United States of America. Then they covered it up with their January 6th bullshit. They overthrew the government of our country and they haven't even answered for it.
Right?
And that pisses me off.
Yeah, that's not the whole one that I would do. This she goes off, crowd goes nuts, dude. Let's moving on. It's oh, remember Scott Baio? Remember him? Charles in charge of our days and our nights. But anyway, never watched it, but remember the oldest daughter? Where is it? Yeah, here.
The age of consent, so you know, is 18 in California.
I can't
and
play
was
it
back then as well. So there's no.
But I just want you to know it's there. He wasn't a good guy on set. We'll leave it at that. But that's the thing, folks. As it says in the good book of Revelations, a third. Hear that and think about what I'm saying. A third of the stars shall fall. Now, he wasn't talking about the stars in the sky. The idols we worship and follow and buy things for. I mean, look what's happening. I mean, literally, sports stars, politicians, entertainers, musicians, actors, producers, directors, studio execs, CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, just weird people. They are all freaking out because not that they're just worried that the diddler is going to name names, is that it doesn't really matter because the feds have got all the videos, all the secret camera footage, all the like island stuff. They got it all. And now all these people, even some of the biggest names, you don't know who they are because they're always behind the scenes. They're all going down. CEOs of record labels. I mean, it is just literally a third of the stars shall fall. Think about it. I think we're all told what's coming all the time. And sometimes we're too wrapped up in our worlds. Now, we don't realize that the universe is yelling in our face. I think this is the beginning of the awakening, the big one. There's been like a pre-show gaming, thing going on, but this, I think we're at the big show, and it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. So let's move over. I really would like to play this, but can't. Moving on to the other stories going on here. This Nikki Heaton talks about being not locked in a room, but cornered in a room with Diddler and others in the studio, and it was bad, and she was able to get away, and not issues happened before she got away, but she got away anyway. So that just came out 2-3 days ago. I don't give a rat about the Kardashians. Oh, is this it? Maybe this is the one I don't want.
You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
It's not just the dogs and the cats.
Listen.
They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood. They do, Tucker. Stop staring at me like that.
You're freaking me out, man. Because you spent your life in the entertainment business, so I think you have some authority on this.
So many kids that I was in mental institutions with over the years, they are all from those cults. And they've covered it all up. They covered it all up. And you know, I just pray to God. I'm just going to pray to God that he opens everybody's eyes in this country. By the time we go in to vote for Trump, that he will open up everybody's eyes and they will stop pretending to be asleep. You know what they say? You can't.
All right, you have to go listen to the rest. Like I said, I can't play full things tonight. I'm trying, you know. All right, moving on. Moving on. Oh, like I said, we're gonna cover a whole. It's like bam, 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 bam. You know, like TMZ. They have like the whole lineup of stories, and they just. That's kind of what we're doing tonight, folks. So just FYI. Have you guys ever seen this?
I'd say you're looking at a 3 to 4-year-old male. And you know if you look at the girl red on the end of the tentacle. You want to stay back mating season, these guys will.
What the fuck? Oh, hold on. That was good. Aha. CGI. I caught it. There's a thing that your eye catches if you know what to look for. That certain softwares make it's still not perfect. And people like me, editors, stuff, you know, I can spot it. I just have to check it. I have to watch it for a minute. But yeah, nah, that sucks. It's creepy. Still, I mean, I'm glad it's not real. I mean, if it's a real thing, someone look it up and check it out. I don't have time to right now. Anyway, that was just wild. On martial law in Ukraine, I'm not going to go there. Hollywood in chaos with rumors of TD Jakes and Tyler Perry being involved in scandal and the release of Jeffrey Epstein's list of suspected. Yeah, you were surprised. Come on. I've been telling you all about this for a while. Here this guy even talks about the same thing I was just saying.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me. It's Jeremy. It is 9/22/24, and it is Sunday Fun Day, the day of distractions. NFL, woohoo! And speaking of distractions, all this Diddy stuff is really starting to get spicy with other celebrities getting really scared about what's going on and their connection with these kind of people. You should go check out Usher and Pink's social media accounts on Twitter, or now known as X.
Yeah. Okay. So go check out Mr. Endgame78. Follow him. I'll follow there. Oh wait, I was already following him. And then this name right here. Evil. Wife just as evil. Anyway, not even go there. So yeah, it's not. Yeah. People see it. All their tweets getting erased. I just mentioned that. Jacob and the Stars. Illegal immigrants are getting to be gun-carrying police officers. What?
It's so scary. They are not only giving them these services, they're now giving them jobs as law enforcement officers. That is why I had to drop a bill last week, the Citizen Only Policing Act, because they are now allowing people under these programs to serve as gun-carrying sworn officers of the law. Keep in mind, these people are in the country illegally. And that is what is so crazy to me. And another fine point to put on this that everyone should be upset about is that collectively, we spend $42 billion of taxpayer money every single year on people in this country who have been brought in through the Harris-Biden regime or have crossed the border illegally. This is so scary.
Oops, so, yeah. Where's the other one? Oh, it's underground stuff. Oh, well, I can't definitely show that. What else can I show? UN World Health Organization. Yeah. That's old. Did you go? Yeah, there's some Jaguar stuff. Oh, by the way, those that said no way. Pay attention.
Trump ain't lying.
Did you see it? Did you get it? Need to watch it again?
Eating the dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets.
Trump ain't lying.
See, the bird was alive. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. La 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 la. Oh, and did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear? Zuckerberg came out and said, well, we were pressured to do those things that we did. They told us we didn't have a choice. So we did it. And they told us to fib about it in front of the big group of people in the white building. And we did it. Oh my God. The only thing I can think of to respond to that is this.
Mr. President, in talking about the continuing recession tonight, you have blamed mistakes of the past, and you have blamed the Congress. Does any of the blame belong to you?
Yes, because for many years I was a Democrat.
Oh wait, I forgot this part. Hold
President,
on.
in talking about the continuing recession tonight, you have blamed mistakes of the past, and you have blamed the Congress. Does any of the blame belong to you?
Yes, because for many years I was a Democrat.
President, in talking about the continuing recession tonight.
I was a Democrat too. Voted, yeah, all the way till a certain point, and I'm like, I'm on the wrong team. Normally, I would say it doesn't matter because everybody has the right of choice. They want to be on that side, they want to be on that side, and that's okay. But he's gotten the point now. If you're looking on that team, does not mean I don't love you. But you may not be coming over tea and crumpets, though. I don't. Anyway, just leave it at that. I wonder if you didn't lose anybody. That's kind of cool. All right. Just going back over anything if I missed, because I thought this would just be a really cool way because I've been like saving stuff and great way just so I don't have to search for stuff. It's already there. I am hoping that I'll get to meet this gentleman this month. I'm hoping, not guaranteed, but if it does, believe me, I'm getting a picture.
Today is National Constitution Day. I bet you didn't know that, did you?
Did you?
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
Uh-huh. Tell him, Richard.
We don't teach it anymore.
Right.
We don't do that.
No.
Now we have political factions and political parties, and that's it. You don't believe me? You should take advantage of this. Read the Constitution.
It's not that long.
It'll take you a couple of minutes. And then you'll know what we've given up. Today is National Constitution Day.
Yeah. I just wanted to put that there. Now, oh God, I'd love to play this guy. I can't because definitely we'll get some kind of strike thing. But his stuff is intense. There's some really good new musicians out there that are just holy crap. Did he where's the other one? P. Diddy, 18 people at 24 hours. God. Anyway, 1,000 bottles of baby oil. That's guilty for me right there. Guilty across the board. My thing is, how many of you think he's going to survive his stay there? I mean, tonight, 2 months, a year from now, a lot of people are surprised Ghislaine is still with us. Because these people have a lot lot of people that are keeping an eye on them and have ways to get to them, the money, the resources, the connections. And if he's able to stand trial, and I mean, I don't know why they just put him in, because guilt all across the board. It's just, he will be very lucky if he lasts for even a short period of time. If they put him in Gen Pop, it's over, because there's, yeah, just because you're in prison, you're back don't mean you're gonna like him. I mean, he's South Park knew it. They like made him hang out with the devil and stuff in cartoons. It's just, everybody was told. I was told, but I was able to see it, and that's what I would talk about it. And others like me would talk about it. We would be labeled as CTs, conspiracy theorists, and yeah, I think this year is the biggest I told you so in history, and there's still more to come. Now we understand why Nostradamus and others, they didn't want things open, sealed, broken until certain times, because, yeah. But we are getting hit with this onslaught, and it's all going down. I have to say something about this, though. You guys remember that? That was one of over 1,000, we'll say, individuals who, over the past couple of years, purchased beepers from a certain underground black market company. It turned out to be their opponents, you might say, and they were playing the long game. They sent these things out, had the underground group all possess them so that they could go low tech when needed, and they did. And then with it all almost simultaneously, all of these things exploded and took out a majority of that team. And I discovered that it wasn't an original idea. It's actually in this movie with John Cena that just came out on Netflix, where he's a kind of like a security guard or bodyguard for people that win the gazillion-dollar lotto. Because in this world, if you win it, you have to reach the location to cash out. But if somebody kills you and takes your ticket between A to B, they get to cash out. So John Cena is a security service. Well, when a huge crowd of people are chasing him and the woman that he's protecting, they get locked in a room, and he calls in a phone strike. And the same thing happens. Everybody's like, their phones are all popping and blowing up in their pants and crotch, everything. It was, I'm like, that's what I mean. Predictive programming. Before they do it, they feel they have to put it out there in advance so that when they do it and thousands of people or hundreds of people are killed, their conscience is clear. U.S. attorneys, mayors. My God. Hold on. Where is the one I wanted to show? All these government officials getting arrested and getting raided and whatnot. I mean, told you it was coming. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, and this right here. Let's see how long this is. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like. Did you know that? Here comes the. Did you know that? Both guys were, like, ooh, commercial. If you don't know who Black is, you need to find out who they are. and don't play on their side of the tracks. Don't even be in their county, territory, country. Stay away from them. Seriously. They own the world. And I could go into what BlackRock is. It's just a whole big thing. We're not going to do that tonight. But here, we'll do this one.
Trump assassination, BlackRock, stock market. You've probably heard a lot about all three of these in the last couple of days, and I'm going to break it down for you quick to explain how...
Well, actually, no, that's not the video because that's 4 minutes. I can't do that. But yeah, it shows that, you know, these guys were in it. Here's another one.
The action is to appeal to world leaders.
So there's one.
World organization. The action.
Oh, I don't know. The other thing is, you see the same people. Look on Craigslist. People are hired for these things all the time, especially campaign rallies. And then there's the 2024 asteroid that is going to be on the moon. Who's safe? It's not going to come into the atmosphere. There's so much going on. It's too long. What is that one? No. I don't even want to touch that. Dip. Did you get that? Alive, inject, marinate on a corner, downtown. It kills me to say this. Dallas, Texas. Oh, guys, that is, you know, don't think I don't want to just do a whole thing about all of that, but I'm not going to. There's enough out there already doing it. Okay, you guys want to hear something really crazy? I know I'm going to get all distressed tonight. I don't care. I'll probably have to wait a while to come back again. Just, you know, wait till the storm blows over. But should I just had it? Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. How many of you? I like that, Pete Raymer. Sorry, I just saw that. An Aussie Tiger. Hello. How are you? Yeah. Hey, yeah, totally. All right. So, how many of you saw American X? Some probably haven't watched it because it was all about, you know, Nazi skinheads and all that in America. I get it. The movie, I couldn't watch it all. There's that one scene that talks about fight, curbside, teeth, everything. Just could not do after that. That was too much. But someone here, we're going to show, and this is for educational purposes only. Stop giving me grief, people. Not you, my watchers, but those trolls. Listen to it. Tell me tell me in the chat room what it makes you think.
Every night, thousands of these parasites stream across the border like...
Now, who would have thought it, huh? That we'd all be cheering that fucking speech. Not even 20 years later, huh? Amazing, isn't it? So, who agrees with that speech? Who thinks it's racist? Because there's a reason why they had a white supremacist making that speech in that movie. You weren't supposed to fucking pay it any mind. Who would actually listen if they consider themselves not racist or not bigoted? Who would actually listen to a white supremacist or anything he had to say or take whatever he had to say seriously? It's all nonsense, right? Still fucking feel that way about that speech. If that movie came out today and you went to go see it, you'd probably be cheering those motherfuckers during that scene, seeing what's going on. Is there anybody out there who doesn't share that feeling?
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, you get it, because it is. They had the speech done by a character who was a neo-Nazi skinhead, and for that reason, like the word conspiracy, it's a trigger. and it shuts the person down. They'll hear that, and they're like, oh, that's just hate speech and all this stuff, because you don't like that kind of person and who they are. I'm not saying they're good or bad. I mean, they are bad, but they had the guy from Fight Club who's playing that character, who did an amazing job as an actor. Don't get me wrong. I mean, from a film standpoint, great, but it was just the one scene, the fight scene, and that I was like, I can't watch it anymore. But yeah, if you watch that, and you look at it today, like you said, 20 years later, who would have thought that, black man here is agreeing with that? So anyway, I just, that was weird. I wanted to share that. There's some funny stuff in here, not so funny stuff. Oh yeah, Putin's threatening the mushrooms. He's threatening with those, and there's nothing that you or I can do about that scenario or the other one.
We see that the United States of America is trying to maintain its global military and political dominance at any cost. To this end, using Ukraine, they seek to inflict a strategic defeat on our country. Under the pretext of countering the alleged Russian threat and containing the People's Republic of China, the United States and its satellites are building up their military presence near Russia's western borders, in the Arctic and in the Asia-Pacific region.
That was like 2 weeks ago. Things are getting crazy right now. Things are getting crazy. Let's see right here. Doc, that's a crazy movie. We've seen it many times. Ethan Supply, Edward Furlong Norton. Yeah, Edward Norton, I think. Or maybe it was Furlong and Norton. Anyway, unreal movie, should be seen by some. Maybe it might take away some racist yick. Yeah. It's just our history, not my history, but our country's history, and it sucks. Pretty messed up. Yes. And then he meant his hit dogs. It's just conspiracy theorists, scary shit. Yeah, everything's fun and tongue in cheek tonight. So oh gosh, what was the other thing I wanted to go over? That turns out to be a cock. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. Now we're going further. It's been a while. Yeah, that's back to the shooting. We don't need to go through all this, but that's a big chunk of stories, people. But the destruction of what's been going on.
I really don't think y'all understand how bad it is in the Southeast.
That's
right
just
now. We have
insane.
towns that don't exist anymore.
I'm just gonna do this. I'm mute that. Just place in the background. Once again, prayers to everybody out there. I know we all say that. We do the little hand icons and it's like a last resort. It's like a Hail Mary when we got to pray, because we know there's nothing we can do or we're unable to do, because it's Mother Nature, it's God, it's worse than any kind of tornado. I mean, this is end days kind of stuff, And here, going off to the side. Let's do this. Let me turn this off here. Going off to the side step, you might say. I've talked multiple times about Major Ed Dames, who used to head up the remote viewing team when they were top secret, reported only to the president, president at the time. And, I got to spend some time with him, Major Ed Dames, and learned a lot. And I'm sitting here talking about all this stuff, yet I'm going to still wake up tomorrow morning and I'm going to still continue working on my film, which, of course, 2 days ago, I get the call I waited on for 7 years. And everything's great. And then all this is happening. Kind of like when I was about to do my film and I come back from Spain, the last plane out of Spain, and the country is a standstill. Sometimes I just think someone has a shitty sense of humor. So I'm going to continue, as I did every day, even during the vid, that life would go on, no matter what. And I will not, the only way that I'm not going to make my movie here in probably the next year or within the year is if we got some WW3 or Invasion or whatever, and things are going to be shut down. Oh, by the way, little inside tip, someone made mention that there's going to be a big hacker thing going on. And all of our allies will not be notified that underwater sea cables, the actual way, not from satellites, but the way a lot of us communicates through fiber optics go on the ocean floor bed or seabed. And there have been statements that will be disfigured, and that would end a communication loop to the world, which would open up a can of worms. And so there is a lot out there. And it's like everything you could think of or imagine bad that could happen all seems to be happening at that same time. Yet you can go outside, unless you're on the East Coast, and you know, it looks like a normal day, like over here where I'm at. And so it's not physically affecting you. You're not physically seeing it. You're not feeling it, smelling it, whatever. You're not what other people are, and so there's that dissociation, and that sense of security. So, for those out there that maybe you're like opening up, going, "Oh my God, this is what's going on. Oh, I feel so bad because I've just been kind of going with the flow, and I found out I was in the wrong wave or the wrong lazy river. I was on the wrong track, and that's okay. Still, come on over to our side. I mean, it's getting crazy, and it's going to get crazier, and it's going to get crazier. Oh, Mr. B's here. Hello, Mr. B. I wanted to come back because I wanted to tell you all. You know, I started off with a joke saying, "Hey, you need to start calling us prophets instead of conspiracy theorists." Kind of qualifies when we keep being right. And how many times do we have to be right? In some cases, multiple times in a day with multiple stories, multiple situations, stuff that we've already talked about in the past, but it's all coming out in the news all at once. And everybody's like, what about this? What about this? It's like, yeah, it's all been happening. And at least you're waking up at the last second. It's better than not waking up at all. And with the strikes, with the storms, with the military movement, with the new laws and bills that are being passed, like under radar, while we're all looking at pity. And of course, all the stars, they're all tripping because they know that they're going to be known to have been there as well, doing nefarious things. And truly nefarious things, dude. Folks, I mean, horribly nefarious things. Anyway, it's scary. Even for me, someone that's been trying to be ready and notify and educate people since before the Y2K thing. That's how far back for me. And I don't know what that is. Oh, that's something. I don't know what that is. Anyway, here, we'll move this. We'll get rid of this real quick. Remove. Hi, how you doing? So it's rough. And it's going to get rougher, folks. And I think that's what they mean. It has to get worse before it can get better. And maybe that's just been the plan all along. Not necessarily the fact that one big cataclysmic event happens that we could attempt to try to take control of, and they could try to control the narrative or whatever. But instead, send an onslaught. It's kind of like the Patriot rocket. I mean, the other word with the M, it starts with the M, but you know, the Patriot, it's one, okay? I think they're like two or three different sizes, but one of them, when it goes up in the space, comes down, the top pops off, and there's 10 of them. They're these cylindrical cones, I guess made of titanium or whatever, no engines or anything, and they're gravity kabooms. The kinetic energy is just going so fast that when they hit the ground, it just, I mean, no gunpowder, I mean, no, nothing like that. It's just physics that it just, right? That's how this is happening to us. We're not getting hit like when 9/11 happened. That was it. That was everything. That was it. And that was too much for a lot of us. But look now, so much stuff like that is, I mean, not 9/11 specifically, but just intensity, stuff like that happening all the time. We've become desensitized to it, numb to it. It's become the norm, like school pew-pews, you know? Oh, look at that. Oh, you can't see it. I don't have it on here. But yeah, it's how many did we have this year? How many were you aware of? When it used to just be one every few years, and now it's like a whole bunch of them every year. We have for some reason, we say we need to stop. We need to check ourselves. And oh my God. I mean, I'm having trouble with words, believe it or not. I don't know why so many people choose to be ignorant and stupid and just willfully ignorant. Now I understand there's people out there who they just don't know things. They just haven't been educated on things. That's fine. That doesn't mean they're dumb or anything. It's just they just ignorant to the information, ignorant to the knowledge. They are unaware. But then there's the ones that willfully anyway. Golly. It's been a while since I've done this. So let's go to, let's see, what else did I have on here? There was something else I was going to point out. Is that it? Nope. Oh, okay. This is funny. So I had a visitor a little earlier today, and scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Apps are fun. Filters are fun. Anyway, check me out at Doc Skinner Official on TikTok. That's where I'm at. That's where the fun is. That's the knowledge, the news, and all that. Oh, and can I name drop somebody tonight? Susanna Hoff from the Bengals is following me. You don't walk like an Egyptian. God, she's so beautiful. Oh my God. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, I was so honored. I sent her a little message. She thought it was cool. She said it was so sweet the way you responded, and much blessings. Anyway, it was. I'm not gonna tell you. That's just between me and her, and that was awesome. Yeah, because it put a shitting grin on my face. All right, moving right along. We're gonna get out of here. Let's close this down. There we go. So yeah, I know it's been a while, but there's a lot going on, and I just. Oh, how can I describe it? I guess it's like an addiction thing. It's like I can only stay off the wagon or stay on the wagon for so long, and then I gotta jump off and just hello world and tell you guys everything. Because some days I'm like clawing at the walls, I just want a podcast. I just gotta say my thing, and I don't. But the way things are going right now, I'm paid up till mid-October, I think, with StreamYard. So, and then depending on how the next few weeks go, I don't know. But it's going to be a big month if we don't go into World War III, which seems to be a pattern. Whenever I'm about to do something really big, fucking some crazy world shit happens every time. The ultimate, rug pull, right? But I refuse to let that happen. It could. And then we could stop again. And then I'm just going to be pissy. And I'll probably just turn it into a book. I could just sell that. But anyway, but man, I got some good news that I can't tell you yet. God, I would want to tell so many of you, and I guarantee you, when it happens, I'm gonna pimp out my image and everything. Dude, shout to the stars and all that, and yeah. I have to wait till contracts are signed. Don't want to jump the gun, but things are finally, after 7 years, taking a big step forward. And I don't know, all my Gen Xers out there, you remember all those epic films that would come out, and at the movie theater, you see the poster or on the VHX box or whatever, and it would have like 20, 30 huge celebrity cameos in the film, right? Or playing roles in it. And that didn't matter how crappy the movie was, because they had all the celebrities in there, right? Well, it's gonna be something like that. And a lot of you are going to be like, hey, man, they actually pulled it off. It's a little more than I was even expecting. Yeah. So do me a favor. Can you just pray and ask our Father God to hold off on World War III and the rapture for another 2 years? That would be great. Can we just kind of like put it on slow-mo for a minute, just a little bit, and I can say I accomplished something. And anyway, that's my little selfish thing. But a lot of you and me, who knows, might just pop up in the clouds tomorrow, today. Who knows? That's the fun and the excitement and the whole mystery of it, right? Yeah, just don't know, but you know it's going to happen. Yeah, it's getting to that point to where the anxiety of the anticipation is too much for some people. But anyway, oh my God, she was so hot. Yes, she She is. She is. Alien Bump. She was that bedroom eyes. If I, yeah. I'm moving on. Oh my God, 2-hour show already. I thought it'd only been like 45 minutes. Wow, I forgot how quick this can go when I just keep going. But we are going to wrap it up because the stork came to town today. 5 new little ones have come to this earth, and I need to check on them, and check on Mama too. So it was really, really good to see everybody again, and it was fun. Nice little quaint people. Kept right around the same number of people all night, so that was good. And got 3 thumbs up. Like I said, I will come back when shit's hitting the fan. If this meteorite ends up hitting us, I don't know, man. If we even have communication, but I will pop in. I don't want to commit because I did that last month, and then my computer went down, and I didn't have a computer for like 4 weeks. So don't want to make no promises. I'll just be here. Thank you very much, Aussie Tiger. Appreciate it. I guess a lot more chill than ones I used to do. Pulling the whole Alex Jones nut job stuff. I love to do because it's the truth. You don't believe me, you're all nuts. I told you all. A lot of this stuff that's going on right now, a long time ago. Most of you knew, you saw, and then you've stuck around because, not that I was kidding about we should be called prophets, but gosh darn it. Everything that we were ridiculed for saying, it just seems to be happening now. And everybody's like, oh, I would have never thought this would happen. Well, there you go. So, yeah. If something insane happens, or one of those 9 mushroom things, if something, I don't know. I may just come on just to say hello. I just don't want to promise, but I am up and running again, so I can do things. Golly, there's just so much, and there's no way to cover it all unless you just go over headlines, Yeah. So this was a fun, intimate show, and I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me this Sunday night. You could have been anywhere, could have been watching anything. You chose to hang out with me, and thank you. So with that, I'm going to wrap this up because I think I pootered out. I have not been 100% lately, and I'm finding out I'm wearing out a lot faster than I used to, and I don't like that, but nobody likes getting old either. So, all right. I think we're good. Thanks to Aussie Tiger, Alien Bump, Mr. B, and friends, Racked. Who else was in the chat room? Pete Reimer was here. Alien Bump. You guys had a big old conversation. Christina Wolf, and scrolling, Edward Sosa, Jason Cox, John P. Adventures, Claudia Rodriguez. I love saying your name, Rodriguez. Stack Bundle, yo, yeah, man, always. And my buddy Paul Marsh, Prince Edward County, and 360 degrees. Who else? Yeah, all of you guys. Mike Johnson, thank you everybody for hanging out with me and listening to me babble. It was fun. I miss y'all guys. I really do. I mean, that was my structure in life, was doing the shows every night. But I got a lot going on, and it's preoccupying my time. And now I'm doing, what do you call it? Wet nurse. Is that what's someone got a baby and you got to I got 5 I got to take care of. So whatever that is. And love that you all, really have fun in the chat room. I'm glad you guys have that. Yeah. How about we do this? Not goodbye, but until then, next time I see you, whether it's here on the flip side, who knows? Could be tomorrow. Might be tomorrow. Who knows? But go outside and see if you see that secondary moon or star or whatever that's hovering. And maybe have a talk with God. Check in with him. And let me ask you, for those that do, when was the last time you asked him, hey, Dad, how are you? How was your day? You think that's not going to put up a green flag for him to notice right off the bat? Yeah. Anyway, all right. I've also messed up my thumb, and that was really, really stupid that I just did that. And now the throbbing has begun. Yeah. All right. Side story. Don't worry about it. Just a little footnote in the day in the life of Doc Skinner. I will see you guys next time. Till then, au revoir. And ciao bella. And remember, as long as we all lift each other up, we will all rise together. I'm Doc Skinner, and this is my show that is kind of like whenever I want now. And till I see you guys again. Cool. Oh, wait. Something fun, real quick. The horror movie I'm in, it's coming out. It's on Amazon. Day of the Wicked. Look it up. Buy it. Rent it. Watch it. Suck down the popcorn. Oh boy. Want to have some fun? Check it out. I play the sheriff, chief, or whatever. Anyway, shot in Hawaii. A lot of fun. Going to be the new Halloween movie. Going to be a cult classic. Day of the Wicked comes out tomorrow. They will be promoting it, I've been told, as a Halloween flick. So be the first to check it out. And I might come back for the film festival, 17th through the 20th. We're going to be doing red carpets, and we're going to have the world premiere, U.S. premiere of Angel Studios' new movie, and with Sunset Entertainment at Warner Brothers as well. The two of them come together, and they did this movie Sweetwater with Jim Caviezel, Richard Dreyfuss, Joni Piven, and a whole slew of actors about the first black man in the NBA, also in the Harlem Globetrotters and whatnot. Amazing movie. And so I might get some photo ops there. Might share those. And I'm up for 4 awards. So 4 projects, 2 scripts, 2 short movies, and one I want to share with you all so bad, but I can't. I can't post it anywhere because if a distributor wants it, that kind of makes us toxic. They don't even want to touch us if it's already out there. So I've got to hold on to it. But if it gets to the point where nobody is, then yeah, I'll probably release it. It's a short film, 15 minutes, but you're going to like it. Or would like it. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Come to the Shallow Film Festival and you can see it yourself right there. Get a 3-day pass. Watch it 3 times. I do a Q&A with all the other directors and film people after the movies, and so you can ask us questions. All right? That's worth the ticket price alone. Sholo, Arizona, WME Theater, SholoFilmFestival.com. Get your tickets now. Seriously, they're going to sell. There's only so many seats in the theaters, but it's 3 days of movies. So come on out, check it out. Meet me. And until then, I did my motto. So, about lifting up and all that stuff. I already said that. I'll talk to y'all. I got to get the hell out of here. Where's the button? Let's end it with some pride.